Back on the action, ladies and gentlemen. FindYourFX.com partnered up with Bulletproof Traders to give you this exclusive Crypto Trade of the Day video, guys. It is Thursday today, and I want to talk about the Dogecoin. Basically, I want to lay down the case for a potential downside move coming ahead around the corner. We already established a short position here with the stop loss level at 45.15, right around here, and target 36.12. You see this black line right here. That's our primary target. I want to talk about 4 technical points to lay down my case of a potential downside move. And I'm going to start with the first technical point. You can see price action has been trading sideways for the last couple of weeks. Started off around 12th of November. Today is the 28th of November. So a couple of weeks back and forth in a defined range. We can see how it's just trendless, right? So I can assume it will continue to trade sideways for a little while. I think it's not done yet. So that's the first technical point. The second technical point is the rejection price action got off from the top here. Trading sideways, at some point it started to go up all the way to the last line of resistance, 46.37, right here. And it was trying to penetrate and break out, but it failed. It failed, got that rejection, and started to turn around. That tells me that he wants to go back to the lower section as part of this back and forth exchange that we've seen so far in the last couple of weeks, right? So that would be the second point. Third point I want to mention here is the failure to engage with the lower section. Just a couple of days ago, it was coming off, and it was on its way to make contact with the lower section, starting with the level of 36.12. But it missed it by a tiny margin. Lowest low, 36.46. That's a fraction of a point, right? That tells me that it was on its way to the lower section, missed it by a tiny margin because it went up in a form of technical correction, and it will come back to finish up the job and solidify that touchdown, right? Since it missed it, I believe it will come back to it a little bit later. So that would be the third technical point I wanted to mention. The fourth and last technical point I want to mention is that technical correction in the last couple of days. Price action was coming up, and again, there was a second attempt here, this time to break above 41.53. That's the mid-high key level resistance inside of that range. And you can see what happened right now as we speak. Price action started off the day by trying to penetrate and break out, but again, getting a rejection of a 41.53 and backing off, and right now it's actually turning negative. Now that tells me that this was indeed a technical correction of a couple of days, finding an end to that move and potentially picking up that resistance from 41.53 to resume the downside move that started off the top 5 days ago. If you combine all these 4 technical points, I think it makes a good case for a downside move potentially the next day or two. Again, we're talking short-term perspective. We feel like the short-term cycle is the one that's setting up the tone right now, given the fact that price action's been trading sideways in the last couple of weeks. But I think it will turn around off of that point, go straight to 36.12. By the way, once it hits that area, once it makes contact with 36.12, that's it for us. We're going to say goodbye to this trading opportunity, this bearish campaign. We're going to terminate it and basically look for opportunities somewhere else. But however, I do believe it has the potential to go beyond 36.12, penetrate into the lower section, and potentially chase the previous major low from the 17th of November, where price action was hitting the lowest low was 33.91. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it. Crypto trade of the day, Dogecoin on the back foot. We have a short position here. We will come back to follow up and we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, guys, wishing you a nice trading day. We will be here tomorrow. So till then, be well.